Hello and welcome to the Confusion Wrestling Podcast, the last bastion of independent wrestling. I'm your host, Rob Kammer, and this week in the studio, we are switching things up a little bit. Not terribly much, mind you, but at the request of this week's guest, we are eschewing pretty much any and all editing. He demands it to be unfiltered, uncut, raw, if you will, because he is real, he is raw, he is the international draw, Auguste Artois, coming by the studio, taking time out of his very busy schedule, heading over to Thailand the next week, or, well, by the time this is released, it'll be like in 3 days, he heads off to Thailand to defend the full Impact Pro Heavyweight Championship title he's held for over a year, close to 2 years, maybe more. I don't know. My calendar math is bad, and we didn't clear up the calendar math beforehand. But we sit down and we chop it up, talking about the international scene quite a bit before moving on to another batch of topics. But the man is certainly unfiltered, probably breaking the F-bomb record for this year podcast. So this is certainly not that I remark this towards the youngins, but if you got sensitive ears, you might want to keep those folks away from this particular episode. But for the rest of us adults in the room, a lot of fun was had, so I can't put him over enough in the process. So the best thing to do is just to go over the plugs, get yourself a coffee machine, get yourself some just coffee, maybe an energy drink, and we'll come back with Auguste Artois. Hey folks, the Confusion Wrestling Podcast has become a veritable hub of shopping and treats and all that sort of good stuff. Whether you need a sugar-free alternative to energy drinks in the form of Raise Energy, or maybe even, top-of-the-line ice makers, coffee machines, and other household appliances, all through my links section. All you got to do is wander down to the descriptor of this week's episode, check out the various links, click on them, and go shopping like you normally would. Heck, it's no difference. You just came in and just said Rob sent you. And that way, you can get the things you need, maybe even at a discount, and the podcast gets a kickback as well. So be sure to check out those links. Thank you very much for listening. Back to the show. And we are back, Confusion Wrestling Podcast. With me in the studio today, as I said at the top of the show, a very special guest. He is real, he is raw, he is Auguste Artois. Auguste, how are you doing today, sir?
Let me correct you. Oh. He's real, he's raw, he is the international draw, Auguste Artois. Thank you.
Oh, I missed one. Though it's a nice segue because that's how I wanted to start the party off, because in our initial discussions, pulling back the curtain a little bit before you come on here as we're scheduling, you are off to Thailand, if I remember correctly, here next week. So, is this your first time wrestling in Thailand, or is this?
This will be my third trip to Thailand. It'll be my fourth and fifth show in Thailand. I'm wrestling in Bangkok, Thailand, and Pattaya, Thailand, with PSE, Paradise Sports Entertainment.
And we don't hear much about the Thailand wrestling scene. What's that like compared to the American scene?
That's the thing, dude. Is a lot of people are like, "What's it like?" Because our first match over there, this last trip, we wrestled in a Muay Thai boxing ring, but then they turned it the base of it into a wrestling ring so we could bump and stuff, because if not, it's like a fucking concrete floor. But there was I think 5 ropes, and they were all loose and shit, and it was a 10 by 10. But the thing is, people are some of the fans were was that even a wrestling show? I was like, that's the thing. Wrestling's brand new in Thailand. They have it in Japan, they had it in China, maybe small. They knew of it by watching WWE and stuff. But first company I worked for was Set Up Thailand Pro, and it's right when I won this title here, the FIP World Heavyweight Championship. We'll get into that in a minute. Actually, we'll get into it right fucking now. This title's been held by guys like Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, Daniel Bryan, Rich Swann, Homicide, Roderick Strong. Guys like CM Punk have fought for this title and lost, and I am now the longest reigning FIP World Heavyweight Champion in history. the longest motherfucking reigning. I go down in history with that motherfucker. So when I won that title, I was like, you know what? This title used to mean a lot. It went over to China. It got lost in China. It got won back in Germany. Like this is a legitimate fucking world title. But since I've been wrestling for the last 5 years, the people that have had this title have done absolute fuck all with it. Absolutely nothing. They won it and it went home and they sat on their fucking couch. So as soon as I won it, first thing I did was I set up an England tour. I went over to England and wrestled and defended it, and I made sure it was immediately for my reign. It is a legitimate world title now. Immediately, I won it in Florida, went and defended it in fucking England twice. Then I've defended it in places like Canada, Puerto Rico against Savio Vega. I've defended it all over the United States. I've brought it to Germany, to France, to the Philippines, to Taiwan. I've defended it in Thailand, Canada, Scotland, England multiple times, and Canada, like I said. So then I went to Thailand. So I realized how far has this title been? It's been to China. I'm taking it to fucking Asia too. Then I'm taking this title as far as I can go to places it's never been defended before, and I'm making this title relevant again. Yeah, so I set up Thailand, and I was like, yo, I got this title. Who's your best? And they set me up with a guy named Shivam. I went over there and defended it. But the difference between American wrestling and Thailand wrestling is like you really have to earn the crowd's cheers or jeers. Over there, a body slam. You would have thought I hit him with a Canadian destroyer through a glass pan full of thumbtacks. They went nuts. I picked him up and body slammed him, and they were like, I was like, no fucking way. This is incredible. And then on top of that, America, like I was telling you before we started, like they're really used to disrespect. You can come out and call somebody a fucking moron or four eyes, and they're like, whatever, fuck you, I'll fuck your mother or something like that. Sorry for the swearing. No, I'm not. Anyways, over there, you don't touch people. You don't get close to people. You don't middle finger people. So what did I do when I came out? I got close to people. I touched people, and I middle fingered people. And next thing you know, the crowd can't really speak English well, but they learned how to say "fuck you, August," and they chanted it as loud as they "fuck you, August." And then the commentary team was like, they sent it back to America to do commentary so they could have some English commentary. And our commentary team was like, leave it to August Artois to get this kind of reaction in another country within 2 minutes of being out there. Yeah, dude, it's incredible. To me, like, even in the UK wrestling, America is the last place I want to wrestle. I'd rather wrestle in Germany and France and fucking anywhere in Britain, Asia, anywhere in Asia. It's amazing. People love it. They spend 15 quid or 200 Thai baht to get in. They're getting their money's worth. They're going to cheer. They're going to boo. They're going to stand. They're going to fucking have signs and stuff. Like, it's crazy to see, because then when I come back to America, I'm sitting like, all right, guys, first match is up in 5 to 10. I'm like, is there even a crowd? I open the fucking curtain. There's a whole crowd out there. I'm like, these people suck. America wrestling, like wrestling in the U.S. sucks. So anybody who's traveled and to wrestle abroad and out of the country understands. Yeah.
You can even see this like online, and I mean, I don't like talking about WWE much, but like you see that like within like WWE and AEW pay-per-views as well. Like America, like sometimes the crowd sucks, sometimes they're all right, but you go to like Britain and they're ravenous and they're creative. Like that's the thing I love about like watching like the British shows is the crowd is so creative, like thrown out there. Like most crowds start as one person, but all of a sudden like one person starts a song and now everyone magically knows the song.
Oh, dude, for instance, fucking I'm in America and I get fucking August sucks. August sucks. August sucks. I'm like, real fucking original. Then I go to fucking England and I look out in the crowd and everybody's got their left shoe off and it's over their head. And they're going, take your left shoe off if you hate Artois. Take your left shoe off if you hate Artois. Take your left shoe off if you hate Artois. I was like, are you? So I'm trying to act like I'm mad about this shit, but I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is awesome. This is really fucking awesome. And then like the chance for the good guys, instead of like, I'm wrestling a guy named Tony H over in England. And if we were in America, they'd be like Tony H, Tony H. But instead, they were how'd that fucking chant go? They were like, it was a Christmas song, but they changed the lyrics. Like singing his song, rolling around, opening a Tony Wonderland. Oh, oh, hey, oh, hey, Tony. Oh, I'm looking out in the crowd. I'm like, I'm doing a wrist lock, and the crowd's in unison, singing with their arms up. You see beer flying. I was like, this is fucking incredible, dude. Then I come back to America, and they're like, this is awesome. This is, you guys are fucking boring.
See, and I'm terrible. Like, like I respect that kind of creativity, and if I was, usually making a point to be antagonistic, like I don't know how I'd handle like that. I like just golf claps to the way of the ring, and then I'd lose like any, respect that they had for me because now I'm just guy number 10 because I can't be mad at that.
Hey,
But
you look it up, Target Wrestling on YouTube, August Artois versus Tony H. I defended the FIP title. That was the first defense I had. And you could see, like, when the crowd's doing those chants and stuff, you could see the smirk on my face. I walk over to him and I go, shut up! Everybody shut up! And then I looked over and I was like, this is, like, I couldn't help but, like, the side of my mouth goes, I was like, this is fucking incredible. Like, how, I don't even want to wrestle. I just want to keep fucking working the crowd. Like, fuck the match. I mean, like, you brought up WWE. You remember that when AJ Styles, they were doing that chant and the camera was like bouncing because the crowd was so fucking loud. That's incredible, man. And that's incredible. And on top of that, too, I honest to God think non-American wrestlers are so much more passionate because we have it so easy over here. We got, if you want to try out for one of the biggest companies in the world, it's right here in Florida. It's right in Orlando. They got tryouts here. They got tryouts there. They got NXT. They got TNA. They got AEW. They got NWA. They got MLW. On top of that, in Florida here in general, there's 50 fucking companies within 20 miles from each other. You go over to England, you know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, fucking the whole UK is as big as Florida is, but it's still, I think people in other countries are so much more passionate about this business because we just have it too good, I think, over here.
It's that double-edged sword. On one hand, it's great because wrestling's thriving, so it is everywhere. But on the other hand, like, yeah, you're spoiled, so now you see it. Like, I don't want to say, like, you can see it every week live. Like, I just think at my end, like, I've joked that, oh, this is gonna be wrestling like overload because like within like a 2-hour radius, like I'm just like I barely have to drive and I can go I can go see wrestling every weekend this month live, and it's Rumble season, so like that makes me happy, like a happy little clam because I love a battle royal. But like there's just
my birthday's in January, so it's always been Royal Rumble's always been my favorite. The only bad thing is I heard they might be postponing Royal Rumble till February 14th or something.
What?
And they're gonna move it. My birthday's January 31st. They were gonna have it on the 31st, and I'll be in Thailand, and it'll be in Saudi Arabia, so I can actually like watch it like at a decent time. Because like last time I was over there, it started I had to watch it at like I think 7 a.m. because it came on. Yeah, it was last year. I was in Thailand as well when the Royal Rumble came on. But yeah, man, working with other countries and shit like that, I just like not only that, but like one thing my coach always told me is like if you're the best guy on the roster in the locker room, then find another fucking locker room. But I've been noticing that at a lot of places. Like even when I go to different states and shit, I'm like, I'm not conceited. I know wrestling's wrestling. It is what we make it. But like, I'm getting the biggest reactions. I'm getting the most people at my merch table, the most callbacks, the most fucking like. I see a lot of guys wrestle for companies. They wrestle once, they're never back again. Like I've been working with like 5 companies for 5 years now. Like they keep bringing me back, and these are places like, I mean, Canada. There's a company in Canada just give me 5 dates for the year. It's like, there's guys in Canada that wrestle, right? That don't need a flight and a hotel and shit. They're like, there ain't nobody up here like you. I'm like, well, fucking hell, man. So then I like to go to other countries and see like, how do you guys call matches? Like something I learned in the UK, we call it drop down. When you see a guy, he shoots him off to the ropes and then he lays down in front of him. Then he jumps up over him. It's called a drop down and a leapfrog. So drop down, leapfrog. Over in the UK, they call it sleep and leap. So I'm gonna shoot you, sleep leap, hit the fucking shoulder tackle. Like drop down, leapfrog. Like, come on, man, we're killing ourselves. Sleep, leap.
Like despite technically sharing a native tongue, yeah, there's a lot of difference in the British vernacular compared to over here. I mean, granted, there's a lot in America too, just because we're freaking huge and such a diverse population. But I
Yeah.
remember, like, I think it was Jericho's first book. He talked about like learning Cockney rhyming slang and like how taken aback he was with it. And he's just like, that really makes English in America boring because like we're just like, hey, look at that girl with the nice legs. And then like he goes to England and they're like, ah, the Scotch eggs over in the next booth, huh? And
Yeah.
he's like, there was no Scotch eggs on the menu, man. What are you talking about? And then like 5 minutes later, the girl walks by. He's like, oh, okay,
For
maybe I
instance,
get it now.
what would you call this?
I'd call it a fanny pack.
Yeah, not in the UK. Don't call it that. That's a pussy pack. So I'd grab. They'd be like, "Mate, what you got there, mate?" And I'd grab the front of it and I go, "That's my fanny." And they go, "Nah, mate, don't say that. That means pussy over here." But that's a bum bag. I was like, "No, a bum's a butt." They're like, "No, that's an arse." I was like, "Okay, never mind. I'm done." Then I'd go to like I'd be loading my gear bag and I'd go to the trunk. I'd be like, you pop the trunk?" They're like, "The what?" Like the trunk. They're like, "A trunk is on the front of an elephant. Why would you call it that's the boot, mate. That's the boot." I'm like, pop the fucking trunk so I can put my shit in here. If you know what I'm talking about, then just pop the fucking trunk. It's cool though. I love it. And then a lot of the things over there, like earlier, I said fuck all. That to me makes so much sense. Like you've done literally fuck all. Like what's that mean? Like it means you've done nothing. You've done absolute fuck all. I love that one. Sort it out over there instead of like, yeah, well, whenever we get there, we'll figure it out. Like, oh no, we'll sort it out, mate. I'm like, I love sort it out. Sort it out sounds much better. And then they call me mint, or if something's champion, it means like that's something's cool. Like, oh mate, that's champion. I'm like, so I'm very confused when I'm over there, but I learn a lot. I mean, I've been on a 6 UK tours so far in my 5 years. I love it over there. I fucking absolutely love it over there. My favorite though is Scotland. Those motherfuckers. The kids are like fucking little like hyenas. Like when you come out to the ring, like they're nipping at you, and some of them swing at you and like kick you and stuff. Like it's fucking. I got beat up by like 26 kids in Scotland. They jumped the shit out of me, little fucking rats. I got down. I got down thinking like in America, the kids will come over and like slap you and stuff. These kids were fucking like knuckling up and like putting their little knuckles, trying to dig it into my side of my head and stuff. I was like, Jesus Christ, little fucking assholes. That was amazing. I love it. And then on top of that, like their accent is so different. Like hearing them, the referee would be like, 1, 2. And I'm like, what? And he kick out. I go, what? What'd you say? He's like, 2. I'm like, it's 2. He's like, 2. Like, no, it's fucking 2, not 2. You dick. Or go for the pin. I'll be calling a match with somebody and they're like, yeah, man, so hit the fucking move there and fucking 1, 2, go for the pin there. I'm like, the what? The pin? What's a pin? No, the pin, mate. 1, 2. I'm like, oh, the pin. Yeah, the pin. The pin. Pen. All right. And then like Adidas, we call it Adidas. They call it Adidas. Um, aluminum, they call it aluminium or something. Um, oregano seasoning, they call it oregano. Fucking weirdos.
I always laugh because I going to a bunch of wrestling and just so I get to meet people that they bring in sometimes for overseas or who's emigrated here. Like I use Shaza McKenzie for an example. Like I almost had to like got my 8x10, paid her the money, and she's like, "Oh, you want me to make it out to you?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. What's your name?" "Rob." It's simple, 3 letters, standard. I say, "Robe." No, robe is what you wear over here. Come on, like I'm robbing the banks, man. I'm getting the money. That's a lie. I'm broke. But or listening to Emi Sakura say my name and then like look at her handler like he's stupid because of the language barrier for all the 8x10s they had everyone like write their names out so basically she could copy them because American
Yeah.
names are weird. And then like we get to me and I'm like, write ROB, as she looks at it, looks at the guy, looks at it, looks at me. "Rob, that's easy." And then just scribbles out her things, and we have a little moment of chat, and then move on. Like,
Should have
it's
said
great, man.
Robert. You should have put Robert and really fucked with her.
I'm only formal in my reach out emails. Uh, I'm not formal in the rest of my life.
So am I. It's, yeah, if I'm talking to you, it's August, but when I send emails, it's August-athy.
Uh, I mean, and you gave me a roast for it too, but in my group, I'm like notorious for that initial email when I'm reaching out to folks, just because it's like 8 pages long and gives you like every detail of my life and like beat by beat what we're talking about in the podcast or whatever.
The one that
But
sent that long fucking email?
yeah, that was me.
Christ. That's
I
funny
know.
because you said did not, what is it, DNR or something, or
It was
too long?
yeah, TLDR, too long didn't read.
I've never fucking known what that has ever meant, and since you've said it, 8 people have told me TLDR. I mean,
I
not
don't.
for me. I'm always like the thing about me, like my gimmick, real and raw. That's not a fucking gimmick at all. Like obviously you can see, like I'm not reading that fucking. I'm not sitting. I just woke up. I'm not reading a fucking 13-page email. Just hey, bro, you seem pretty cool. Want to do my podcast? Like yeah, I do. What did I write back? I was like not reading all that. Skimmed
Yeah,
podcast.
that is literally what you said. Like I didn't read all that, but I skimmed it. Yeah, I'll do the podcast.
See, like I'm a dick, but I'm a fucking. Some people might call me a dick. I call it being blunt. Like that's a very blunt way to be, but here we are doing the
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, and like I'll pat myself quasi in the back, like I'm easy to go with, and like whatever. At the end of the day, you know, I used to work residential, so at the end of the day, like I will take a lot of shit as long as it gets the result I want. And you
Yeah.
know what? Be a dick to me, like whatever. You're on the podcast now, so I win? Question mark? Probably, or at least I got what I wanted. Maybe it was a monkey's paw, but I got what I wanted.
I always tell people though, like there's a difference between being a dick and being an asshole. Like if you're a dick, you go out of your way to be a dick. Like if there's a fat girl at the bar and you're like, hey guys, I'll be right back. Excuse me, sweetheart, you're fat. Like hey man, you're a fucking dick. Like you're a dick because you just went out of your way to be an asshole. But if that girl came up to you and she's like, hey, be honest with me. Tell me what you think about my body. And you're like, oh, I don't want to. And she's like, no, seriously, don't hold back. Tell me the truth. And you're like, I think you could lose a couple pounds. And she calls you an asshole. Like, I'll take that because that's just, you came for the truth and I gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between being a dick and being an asshole. Like, you don't have to be a dick, but if you think I'm an asshole, that's your fucking problem.
Oh, and I take things again, like I've had to work with all sorts of people, good, bad, in between, and everyone's slightly different. So, like, you didn't want to read that email, and then I've actually had someone be like, your professionalism is lacking in journalism today, and like, I'm like, I don't, even I wouldn't go that far because I'm just an idiot with a
Tell those,
microphone, man.
tell those people to suck your dick and move on to the next email.
Yeah, like,
That's what I do with promoting.
Yeah, I guess I view it like at the end of the day, if we're all getting what we want out of the deal, like whatever, we'll tolerate it. If it'll be a story one way or another, good, bad. Like if I think this is terrible, like we just will never work with each other ever again, and I won't share or like or any of
Oh,
that stupid online stuff.
we're 21 minutes in, and this is probably your best podcast yet.
Oh, probably. If nothing else, the best one this week, if nothing else.
I'll take that.
Number one for 1 week. I that's how I hang on. That's how I hang on some of my accolades. Got an award for being a fakest wizard. Yeah, most people would hate that, but you know what? I got an award, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You may think it's a joke.
I got an award for being the 2025 most pettiest wrestler. I won.
Out. If sure you think I'm a fake wizard, fine. Well, I'll just be the best damn fakest fake wizard that you've ever seen, baby. That's
pieces of shit.
It is just another notch in the bedpost. It is another trophy in my case.
Bam.
Now, though I will say I can't lay claim to being like a 3-year champion in anything. So you got that one on me with the FIP championship.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's been 760 something days. I don't know.
Yeah. Calendar math is not math is not my strong suit in general. Calendar math is even worse for me.
All I know is that 777 days is coming up, and I already got my graphic made for it.
There you go. I mean, realistically speaking, even if we just go by percentiles, I mean, you've held that title for most of your career, which is,
Yeah. Yeah.
say what you want about things. Like,
Yeah, because like when I first started at WWN is like WWN's the umbrella, and then there's WWN Proving Ground, which is like every Monday night for the younger guys. Then they got WWN Shine, which is women's. Then they got WWN Presents FIP, which is Full Impact Pro. It's its own company. Once I got to WWN, I did Proving Ground. I became the AC. Well, at the time it was AC, American Combat Wrestling or American Championship Wrestling or something like that, under the WWN umbrella, and I was the ACW heavyweight champion immediately, like within months of me starting. And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! I'm on top of the mountain. There's no higher I could climb." And it was during COVID when I started, and they're like, "Next month we're bringing back FIP," and I was like, and I didn't watch wrestling. I watched wrestling when I was a kid. I didn't watch wrestling my whole adult life. So like me coming into this now, like I'm like, "What's FIP?" And people are like, "What do you mean?" Like Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, all those guys you watch on NXT and AEW right now, like they all came from like FIP and Evolve and all these companies that like on the indies, these bigger companies like are PRW or PWR or whatever the fucking company is, or PWG, I meant Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. So then I was like, well, what's FIP? And I looked it up and I was like, CM Punk, Homicide, like all like, these are legitimate fucking names, like Samoa Joe and shit. Like these, like FIP and Ring of Honor were like brother companies or whatever. So I was like, I'm looking at my ACW title. I'm like, I don't want this fucking thing anymore. I want that fucking thing. So John Davis won it, and he had it all the way through COVID, which that's what gets me is like my title reign. Like I beat that motherfucker a long time ago. He had it through COVID. There's no magic. So he had the title through the time where the company was shut down. So I really had to stretch it thin. And I'm at it's not like I just won this title and I've been holding on to it for, 780 days. I'm at my 39th title defense. My 40th title defense with this bad boy here will be in fucking Thailand. So it's not like one of those like, oh, they're just putting it on him just to have it on him. Like I'm out here fucking making this thing relevant. I've defended it, like I said, in Canada and Puerto Rico against Savio Vega, in fucking England, Scotland, Thailand, all over the United States. It's fucking amazing. Yeah. So like I said, once I saw like the names and stuff, first thing I did was I went to my one of my graphic guys. He lives in India, and I told him, I said, I need a graphic with the biggest name, like out of the 27 guys that have held it, out of the 27 title winners, there's, I think 25 guys won it. A couple of them won it twice. I was like, I want the biggest names, which are Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, fucking Austin Theory, Homicide, Rich Swann. I want all of them in a picture lined up, one in front of the other, all with the FIP title. And then I want you to put me in front of all of them with it. And then I'm sending that shit to promoters and shit. And they're like, any mark promoters like, I know all those guys. Wait, that's you. Wait, you're in a list with all those guys? Like, of course I'll book you. Goddamn right you will. So I took it and I fucking ran with it. And I won't say because like, I will say that this was a key to get me into a lot of places, but my talent alone, like you could show up with a cool title and you have a dog shit match and the crowd doesn't care. Well, we're not bringing you back then. But like I said, I'm Canada, 5 dates in Canada, coming back. I mean, just the title in general, like people know what a title is. It's a prop. It's a prop for the company to put it on what guy you think is going to push that company the furthest. So companies in England were seeing what I've done with this title. So I went over to England and I won their heavyweight championship title in England and I brought it back to Florida, defended it. Now they fucking advertise their title as a legitimate world title because it fucking is. It's now a world title. It's been defended in England, America, and then now up in Scotland. So once you can do things with a company, because like all these companies, they're MLW, NXT, WWE, cool. Those are the higher brands, but everything else are just some guy at his house with a couple extra bucks and he started a promotion up. So try to make that guy's promotion as big as possible. And if you can, you're going to make good money doing it along with him. And you're going to fucking be the face of the company. Like I try to tell these guys, it's not about how cool your super kick is or your Canadian destroyer. It's What can you do to this crowd that's paying money and keep bringing them back to pay more money? And then on top of that, view into our YouTubes and our TikToks and our Instagrams and get more money. Are you that's why they call it a draw. You're drawing money. It's not, oh, the boys in the back think you're a really good wrestler. I don't give a fuck about the boys in the back. They can suck my fucking dick. I don't give a fuck about them. Just like when I go bowling, I don't go down each lane and say, "Hey, bowlers, we're all bowling. I love all of you. Fuck all of you. I'm the best fucking bowler here. Suck my dick."
No, and actually, I had this conversation this morning. Is that like if you can bring in at least your the cost to bring you in, and you're making that back, maybe even more for your company, like they will make that investment in you. Like it doesn't it doesn't matter where you could be on the card, whether you're the main event or the opener. Like if you're getting people that invested and showing that you're putting in the work in one way, shape, or form to make that company, at least for the time you're there, the draw, the main thing, like you're going to prove your value, and you're going to be brought back, or brought in other places because you've shown you're a team player. And it's those like little things, because like I had Maurice on last month, and he's just like, I don't understand why people won't at least like share a graphic, or just cut a small promo just to let everyone know their opponent's a piece of shit. Like
No, it's funny you say it doesn't matter whether you're the opener or the main event. My first match in IPW, Island Pro Wrestling in Canada, I was the opener and the main event.
well, at least that
Yeah,
means you got a rest in there.
that was a long fucking day, I'll tell you that much. But like, and that's the thing is like, I guess I won't say his name because I don't want like anybody to think negative of it. But like, I got somebody booked up in Canada, and they were very thrilled to come, and Canada was very thrilled to have him. Like he filled in the last minute and did his job in the ring. Came out, crowd popped, crowd went nuts, did everything he needed. And then that company has a weekly show they do. You know what I'm saying? Like a YouTube rundown of like what's happening this week at IPW. And so all they ask is, "Hey, August, like, can I get a video any way you want it? Be funny, be mean, whatever. Hey, dickheads, it's August Artois. You're tuned into the IPW YouTube channel. That's it. Like, we just something quick, real. Can you send that?" So they hit me up. Obviously, bam! I set my camera up. I cut it. I send it right to him. It's posted that night. Then he hits me up like 10 days later. He's like, "Hey, I asked your buddy that you brought up here. Like, I asked him to cut one, and he still hasn't." Like, messaged him again. I messaged him. They both messaged him. We both messaged him. It's like, cut the fucking promo, dude. Like, it's not even a promo. It's a snippet. But on top of that, that company is now helping you because they're going to be advertising the fuck out of their YouTube, and you're going to be the first face to pop up on it. Why would you not want that? And then on top of that, like, people always say like, the wrestling promos, they don't sell tickets. Bull fucking shit, because when I went to Bangkok, Thailand, 9,000 miles away from my house, the promo that I cut in my best Thai impression, 40 people saw it. And those 40 people now know that I'm a bad guy. But do you want to? I always tell people like, do you want to take the chance of not cutting a promo, putting the match together in the back as as the bad guy and them as a good guy? Then you hit the curtain and the crowd cheers for you. What are you gonna do now, dumbass? Now you got to go out there and be do bad guy moves with the crowd cheering you? How's that gonna make any fucking sense? Are you able to switch that fucking match around? But what happens is, say there's 100 people at a show, and like I said, 40 people watch your promo. Oh, fuck it. There's 100 people at a show, 30 people watch your promo, and they see now, okay, this guy's a dick, he's arrogant, he's a prick, he's obviously the bad guy. Your music hits, your fucking little graphic comes up, and they go, "Oh, hey, I've seen this guy's promo." Boo! Before you even come out. What are the other 60 or 70 people going to do? They're going to tag along and be like, "Oh, I guess this is a bad, boo! I guess this is a bad guy." Now you've got exactly what you want from this crowd, and you haven't even stepped out of the fucking curtain yet. Simple as that. A promo is fucking, it's so much more. People are like, "Oh, I'm going to cut a promo. No one's going to watch it." Okay. If one motherfucking person watches it and comes to your merch table and buys a shirt, wasn't it worth it? You fucking idiot. I hate people.
I mean, I live out in the like I used to live out in the middle of nowhere, and I would go to wrestling if someone would share like a photo of it, and if like, "Oh shit, insert like Illinois legend is going to be there." Well, yeah, and it's an hour away. Yeah, I'm going to go. I wasn't going to go before just because I didn't know it existed, but like you putting that promo out there, and it's you and you're the one doing it. I got off my fat ass and drove an hour to go see you, and then by proxy, watch a show because I'm a wrestling fan, but I didn't know this thing existed because they weren't good at promoting it until you said something about it. So you had one more person there to cheer or boo you because you put in a little bit of effort. Because now I know you exist and you're going to be local.
I got booked in Oklahoma. I've never been to when I was a kid. I did, but like I've never wrestled in Oklahoma. People don't know. I'm one of those people that I'm a realist. I'm real. I'm raw. I'm the international draw. People in Oklahoma don't know who the fuck I am, and it's not their business to know who the fuck I am. It's my business to tell them who the fuck I am. So I not only do I cut promos, but then I'll ask the promoter. I'll say, "Can you send me the match graphics?" And then I'll make a video, and then I'll do this Saturday, June 9, 2025, at the Retro Center, blah, blah, blah. We've got IPW presents Frost Theory with matches such as. And they're like, holy fuck. Now I'm booking you as a wrestler, and you're a voiceover, and you're doing promotional, and you're doing graphics, and you show up and do seminars and stuff. Like, you're more than just a wrestler now. Now, when I pay for your flight and your hotel and your rate, I'm getting fucking 5 guys worth out of one person to help with this company. And you're beneficial to the company then at the same time. But the promoter from Oklahoma hit me up and he's like, hey, I saw that you posted in things to do in Oklahoma, things to do in Broken Arrow, fun things to do in Oklahoma, local things to all these people. He goes, what you don't have to do that. I was like, well, I'm coming to wrestle in Oklahoma. I want people to be there. He's like, dude, my own guys don't even do that. I was like, well, sounds like you need new guys, man. Because I'm from Florida. When I get booked in Nevada, I go to Facebook and type in things to do in Nevada groups, and I join fucking every group I possibly can, and I share the graphic and the promotions in there until I get booted from the group or until the show happens. Simple as that. But now, a lot of people are, the comments I get the most of, I live in Broken Arrow. I didn't know there was fucking wrestling here. I'm like, are you? And it took a guy from Florida to tell you? Fuck. That's crazy. But yeah, dude, like, that's some of those things that like guys will tell me, like, how do you get people to pay for your flights and your hotel? I'm like, because I'm more than just a guy who shows up at the last minute with my gear bag with a cocky attitude because I was on TV one time. Like, I'm nobody. I am fucking nobody. And as soon as you realize that you're a small fish in a huge fucking ocean, start earning your fucking opportunities are different than helping with setting up the ring. Help that fucking company thrive. Say, hey man, ever since you booked me, look at your Instagram numbers, or look at my promo videos got fucking 8,000 views. Everybody else has 110, 200 views. They see that. They know it's their fucking company. Like, they'll see that you're getting more views. Ever since you came on, there's more ticket sales. There's more merch sales. The crowd's more into the shows now. Or this one, I hate this one, but it's awesome. Is I was in Canada and there was a fucking match going on, and a "We Want August" chant started coming on. I was like, oh fuck! Like, I would hate to be the guys in the ring and suck my dick, guys. Be better than me then. Like, I'm not out there trying to think. Like, I'm not watching I don't even watch the show. I know that's people are supposed to, but I'm usually busy putting, my drink together, my little vodka. I'm just kidding. But it'd be different if I was like going to the crowd and being like, hey, everybody chant my name or something like that. But like, and I'm not watching the match thinking like, I'm going to do everything better than what everybody else just did. I'm just going out there and doing it like August Artois does. And if you can't match that fucking level, then like, I'm not going to turn it down so the rest of your roster can get over. So like, I'm suspended right now at a company. Every time that company posts like a match graphic for an upcoming show they have or a promo, the comments underneath are just unsuspend August. And it's starting to piss off like the guys in the locker room, but I don't give a fuck. Suck my dick, guy. Cut a better promo to the fact where they don't even think about August anymore.
That's the old RVD adage from I think it's Barely Legal, where he's like I wasn't booked for this show. Like, it's beneath me to be a last minute replacement because I am the show. But you know what? Why I did it? Because I was in this match. I won this match, so I'm worth more money here, and I'm worth more money elsewhere.
Yep.
Like, and I mean, yeah, he did to get heat, but he's also not wrong. Like, he showed up, put on one of the better matches of the evening, and now he's getting, well, it's RVD, so Lord knows he's getting booked everywhere anyway. But still,
yeah,
put in the work.
You have to. But that's the thing, is like a lot of guys in this business, they'll think I'm gonna go train with a well-known name guy. Like there's people here in Florida that train with Natalia Neidhart. There's people that train with Jay Lethal. There's people that train with Matt Seidel. I don't see them in any locker rooms I'm booked. Like I don't. They wrestle here in Florida locally. Like I don't ever see them booked. And I hate saying no. I don't. I like saying it. I do like saying it because here's the thing. I don't fucking train. Like you'll never see me in a wrestling ring on my day off. Fucking like back in the 80s, you think they went to wrestling training? They went to the bar. They went to the bar, they fucking hung out with their boys, and they fucking went and they went to the gym. That's training to me is you look the fucking part. You like how am I supposed to sell a match if these are two of the most baddest motherfuckers in Florida when everybody in the crowd are bigger than you? How are you supposed to be a bad guy and come out to the crowd and tell them to sit down or shut up or you're going to kick their ass or something? And they're bigger than you. Shut the fuck up. So people are in this business. They're worried about the wrong things. Like, for instance, I had a show Friday. Before my match, my opponent was like, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late. I was like, okay. And my opponent he was signed to NXT and shit at the time. I was like, that's fine, bro. Like, we'll call it out there. We'll call it on the fly. He's like, oh, my man. And then I'm looking around in the ring and there's these guys like, okay, so duck this. Okay, then I'm going to, okay, no. So when you duck, okay, so then turn your head because then I'm going to throw another one, okay? So it's going to be 1 and then 2. I'm like, what if he forgets that? And you hit the first one. Do you have a backup plan? Do you know how to call it? Dude, oh shit, oh fuck. Call it on the fly. Like our referee fucked up a little bit in our match. And me and my fucking opponent just whipped up a new little finish and came up with it on the fly. Like that's professional. You're a professional wrestler. And then on top of that now, after our match, I go to the bar, grab a beer. My phone's in my gear bag till I get home. Everybody else, after their match, they're sitting there with their little phones because their girlfriend recorded it in the crowd. And they're like, oh, dude, when you did that move, that was so good, bro. Bro, that was so good. Who'd you just do that match for? Did you do it for you or did you do it for the paying fucking crowd, you mark motherfuckers? I hate people.
And like that's something like I follow a lot of Brutal Bob Evans, and he does a lot of stuff of like this is how you make business better, and it's I'm not gonna say it's all old school, but it's like he treats it like a business. Like
he literally gives you the cheat codes, and people are like, oh, he's fucking old timer. Like Bob Evans says some of the smartest shit on his Facebook. It's a free seminar if you just scroll down his page.
Yeah. And this is like how he makes like side hustling stuff is too. Is just like here, this is how you make business better. And like I've sat in on a couple of his seminars that he's done for free, and I'm just like, dude, you're not even talking wrestling. Like you are talking marketing and business management. Like
when I do seminars, the first question I ask people in the seminar is the first question my coach asked me. I say, show of hands. I said, I'm going to ask 2 questions, and I said, I'm not going to trick you guys. I'll tell you what the 2 questions are. Do you want to be a superstar or do you want to be a professional wrestler? I was like, so go around. I'm like, do you want to be a superstar or do you want to be a professional wrestler? And they're like, professional wrestler. I'm like, you're a fucking moron. How many professional wrestlers sell T-shirts? You think a superstar is The Rock, Stone Cold, The Undertaker, Kane, Mankind. These guys that you remember, these guys with T-shirts that you have and action figures. Those are superstars. Those are stars that are super. You want to be a professional wrestler, you fucking bum? Well, here's $40. Go do an arm drag. Like, people join this. I will say I hate those guys that are like, we know what this is. We know it. Everyone by now knows what professional wrestling is. Stop treating it like it's fucking like collegiate wrestling. Like they're in the locker room like doing their little shit. I'm like, what are you doing? You called the match with your opponent. He's gonna do what you guys fucking say. You're not shooting out there, brother. Like, calm the fuck down. You're not even worried for a second about that little kid in the front row that all he wants to do is just tap your hand. Like, I see it a lot. The bad guy's beating up the good guy, and the good guy's just sitting in the corner facing the opponent. Turn to the crowd, reach your hand out to that little kid in the front row and have him reach out and have him go, oh, yes, oh, and you go, yeah, I feel it, little dude, I feel it. You turn around, you hit him, and then he shuts you down. There goes that fucking elevation, oh. But when you do finally come back, that little kid's going to be on that fucking railing going crazy because he thinks that his cheering is making you more powerful. For example, i.e. Hulk Hogan. He's hulking up, brother. And everyone in that crowd kept getting louder because they were under the impression that their loudness was giving him more power. But guys, these days, the crowd won't even be fucking cheering for him to like get back. And they're like, or this one, they got him in a headlock. I got you in a fucking headlock choking you. And you're going, I guess my fucking choke isn't that effective. You fucking guy, I hate people. Fuck!
Well, that's why, like, you say what you want about certain folk, but like Ricky Morton, he made the people care, and he's what 5'6", but he got the crowd to fire up for him because he looked at them and like looked at him like he was dying, and like, and if they, so if nothing else, you screamed, just because they were killing that poor man, and then when he finally came back, oh, hallelujah, he's risen.
But that's the thing. It's like you have to initially get that from the crowd, from your promo, from your entrance, from your shine in the beginning of the match. Because then when the heat starts, when the fucking bad guy starts beating your fucking ass, if they didn't care about you during all those other things, it's going to be a really quiet and long heat because the crowd. Because like I've done it. It happened to me one time. I had this guy in a fucking headlock, and he started going like this, and I was like, oh fuck, like they should be like getting behind him by now. And I even hit him with like the shut up, and they were quiet already. So I was like, all right, I'll stay heel. And he reaches his hand up and goes, like, come on. I was like, they don't care about you. And the guy in the crowd goes, no, we fucking don't. I was like, oh, let's just take it home, brother. Like we lost him. Because I could be if I'm a super good heel and you're not a super good face, we got a stale match because then the people in the crowd are going to be like, you know what? That heel's pretty cool. Like, this guy's fucking lame as shit. It's happened to me one time, but I think it was because the crowd I was working just really started liking me. I worked with them too much.
I think, and this is like Schadenfreude for me because I'm not a huge fan of the guy, but there's a guy in the local area who has mostly worked one promotion for the last like 5 years. He's finally like, okay, like I'm back on my feet because he retired and now he's back, and he's branching out, and he went to this place, a new company, and I went to that show because it's also fairly close, and he started like playing his like greatest hits, playing to the crowd, but no one gave two shits, and it was hilarious to me. No, the wrestler, like he was doing like his signature crowd taunts, and I know there is signature crowd taunts because I've seen him like every month for the last like several years, but he's just doing the like yeah, and like everyone's just
I had a guy like that.
I think you're the good guy, and it was hilarious because like if he would have done it like anywhere, like if he would have done it where he usually is, like the crowd would have gone nuts because they've been trained to go nuts when he does this stuff, but he just like didn't. He just like showed up 2 hours away to a crowd that doesn't go to that show, his other show, and so they didn't know that they were supposed to go nuts, so like they sat on their hands, and then he would do his like little signature like try to get the crowd going stuff like mid-match to crickets, and he's a 20-year vet, like he like, and no one cares like outside of like a 20-mile radius about him, and it's this makes me a terrible person, but it's deliciously like
it's fucking better. Funny. I'll match your story with that one. One of my assistant trainer when I first started, his name love him to death, great wrestler, fucking. So I hate telling the story, but it's still funny. But his name's Storm Thomas, and around here locally, like he wrestled a lot locally because, like I said, in Florida you could wrestle for fucking 20 promotions and never drive longer than an hour. But during his match, he would like during his comeback, he would go like that, and the crowd would go storm, storm, storm. So when he started wrestling around, like, oh yeah, so he did the same thing. He retired, and then there's like a newer generation of like fans and stuff that come in, and I'll never forget, dude. He's on the show that I was on. He steps in the corner and he was like, then he turns, he goes, storm, 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 and like three people were like, storm, 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 storm. I was like, oh man. Don't do that. Like, just pump the arm. If they don't start, don't do it. Like, that's Because I tell people, like I explained earlier, if I'm choking you, why would you have the fucking mental capacity to start clapping for the crowd? What you do is, while I'm choking you and you're sitting on your butt, you roll to the left, you smack your hands against the mat. You roll to the right, you smack your foot against the mat. You roll back to the left, you smack your other foot. You make it like you're struggling, but all they're hearing is do, 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 and they're gonna start clapping on their own. If they're too stupid to do it, then just get up and start fighting back then. But don't fucking like I'm choking you. I'm choking you so much to the point where you can't get up and fight back, but you can go.
and in rhythm too. You can keep a beat to it.
Idiots.
But,
oh well.
It's old man yelling at cloud opinions for a lot of the stuff I complain about because I'm old.
Well, that's why when I do my podcast, I do every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I do Real and Raw with August Artois, and I have a guest on. We usually talk about their career for a little bit, and then we do trivia. I do a trivia segment where we do a little bit of trivia, and then I do what grinds your gears. It's called Bring the Motherfucker Ruckus. We talk about what pisses you off about pro wrestling, and that's my favorite segment. And then we watch the last segment on my podcast is Shitty Promo of the Week. We watch shitty promos, and that's fucking hilarious. There's a lot of shitty promos. I know I preach all the time. Just cut a promo, no matter what. Just cut it. But sometimes I see promos, and I'm like, brother, you would have been better off just typing something up.
I mean, some people just don't like. They have charisma, but it's not in the 2-minute promo. Or you got to start somewhere. Like other times,
I've never understood. Like I've been at shows before where like wrestlers have like left because they're having like a panic attack. I'm like, there's 47 people out there. What the fuck are you panicking about? Even if there's like 1,000 people out there, did you not know what wrestling was? Like, did you think you were just going to wrestle in front of your friends? Like, you have to go out in front of people and do it. I'm not going to lie. My first match, my fucking heart was racing. Even now, people tell me like, bro, you got this. Like, you're 5 years in the business. How are you so good at this shit? I was like, on the outside, I look very cool, calm, and collected. On the ends, like I'm like a duck. One of my fans the other night on my podcast said August Artois is like a duck. On top, he's calm, cool, and collected, but underneath, my little feet are like. Right before my match, I'm always like, fuck, like, what if I forget everything? Because it's happened to me one time where as soon as I hit the ring, I was like, what? I forgot everything. I was like, oh fuck. So thank God my brother was the referee. I would go to my brother, I'd lock up with the guy, he'd tell me like the next spot, and then I'd get ready for the next spot. And as soon as I'd sell for that spot, I'd go to my brother would come check on me, and I'd go, what's the next spot? And he'd go over and check on the other guy and go, what's the next spot? And then he'd come back over to me and be like, drop kick, fucking arm drag. I'm like, all right, cool. So that's the thing about like referees. I've heard it so many times and it pisses me off. People are like, hey, we need a referee for the show tonight. Like, okay, like just anybody who can count to 3. Like, what? No. There's so much more. There's 3 people in a singles match, one-on-one. There's 3 people in that fucking match. If you can't relay a fucking message for me, get the fuck out of go sit in the corner. We don't need you then. I'll count to 3.
There you go. I don't know. That's like, and that's one of the reasons like I am notoriously hard on this on referees, especially on this podcast. Where like if I see the ref like doing something like really stupid, like a good referee is going to keep everything together. He's they're the glue, but like a bad one,
referees will come up to me and go, like, hey, what's the finish? I say, don't worry about it. And they're like, come on, man. Everybody else told me the finish, and I go, I know. And the crowd's going to know that that's the finish too by the way you count. Because if I tell you that a body slam's the finish, when you see that body slam, you're going to go 1, 2, 3. But for all the rest of them, you're going to go 1, 2, whoop. So why is that? Why were all the other ones straight down, but then this one was a curve because you knew it wasn't? So when people see this hand goes back, his hand goes back, then this hand goes to the side. Like, oh, this is going to be a kick out. I can tell by the referee. So I never tell the referees to finish. I always say count to 3 as soon as the match starts. Lock up, headlock, throw them off, shoulder tackle. I go for the pin. It might be a 1. It might be a 2. Hey, man, that might be the finish. You never know. Count to 3 every time. We'll kick out. So when I lay down, 1, kick, bam. Okay, that was a 1 count. So I want that referee to every time. And then if you do hit 3, if you do hit 3 and I kick out within like this close to it or after it, referees always say like, "What if I hit 3?" Well, you're the sheriff. You're the referee. You could say, "No. My hand hit, but it wasn't. Nope, he kicked out. It was
Yep.
this close. He kicked
Yep.
out."
Yep.
You can do that. But if it's 1, 2, 3, then I kick out. Sorry, bud. Match is over. You should have done your fucking. I always tell referees, do you want to look fucking stupid, or would you rather me lose the match? Like, I'd rather you not look stupid, because then that little kid in the crowd's going, "What the fuck?" You just killed the entire show, I think, by that one fuck up. Now everyone's like, "Oh, let's watch this referee now," or "Let's watch this referee now." You know what I'm saying? So I always tell my referees, count to 3 every time. If I don't kick out, the match is over. Whenever I don't kick, like, what's the finish? I go, whenever I don't kick out.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know. I feel like pulling back the curtain. Like I feel like as a wrestler, like it's the you guys got to focus on the performance, but I feel like the referee should count everything like he doesn't know what's going on, like because that way he's not telegraphing everything, and it adds a level to drama, especially when you look at things like when he's distracted. Well, yeah, he's maybe he's like quasi legit distracted because hey man, come over, look over here, I'm talking to you as we're walking this way, as now my manager's strangling you, or whatever. Or countouts. That's my biggest like pet peeve watching wrestling, is like watching them count countouts, where like you could tell when they're going to go for the magic 9 count slide in, because now they magically start like counting with some speed to it. Whereas like up until one person went into the ring, they were going 1, 2, come on, get back in the ring, come on. And then magically, like when somebody slides in the ring, now they're like 5, 6, 7,
yeah.
8, like you're not going to
I'll
count them
tell
out.
the, if I know that if I know that I'm gonna work out in the crowd a little bit, I'll tell the referee, just follow us. Just keep follow up, keep, like, especially because like usually I'd say like 8 out of 10 matches of mine are a title match. So I always tell the referee, follow us outside and keep saying like, "I'm not letting this match end in a count out. You need to get back in the ring now. Guys, you can't win the match out here. Get back in there. I'm going to get back in. I'm going to start the count." But if you're like, then people, you're kind of like just deluded in their ears. It's like, "Oh, that referee's trying to get him back in because he's out here." But if you're just standing in the ring, like I've had refs do it. We worked out in the crowd and I said, "Follow us." And the referee maybe didn't hear me, or he's just fucking dumb. But then they're like, 1. 1. Like, fuck, dude. Just cut. Like, you don't feel stupid sitting there. Then the crowd looks over and they're like to me now, it's like, you're no longer the sheriff because we're not listening to you. You have no authority over us at all. So I always tell people, like, don't stooge the fucking referee. Like, when you're choking somebody in the corner and he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, don't let him get to 5, because as soon as he gets to 5, it's a disqualification. So don't. I always tell refs, like, if I get too close, rip me off, like rip my fucking arm off, and I'll even sell it to the point where like, damn, ref, you fucking strong. Like, make it entertaining, but don't peel the curtain back to be like, "What are you gonna do, disqualify me? That's not the finish." Like, well, now it is, motherfucker. Ding ding. My brother did that before. Yeah. My brother's a great referee. The dude turned around and pushed my brother back, and he was like, "Oh, disqualification." He was like, "That's not the finish." He goes, "You don't put your hands on an official." Now how much authority do I have that you just pushed me? And then I go back to go, "Okay, come on, get him out of the ropes." Like, what are you gonna do? Push me again? How about you just punch me then? You gotta draw the line somewhere. So guys that like to go into business for themselves, I love it when a referee turns around and like, fucking ring the bell. Like, don't fucking touch me.
Well, and like the thing is like compared to wrestlers, like the referees will do multiple matches in the show. It's not like you have a different ref every match. So like if the ref botches things in his first match or makes it look not real, he's supposed to come back. And if that's like the main event for a title, like he or she's already lost everything. Like,
Yep.
how am I supposed to take you seriously when like you did a piss poor job in the opener with guys that in theory like aren't at that main event level yet? Like, how are you going to handle a title match?
Yep.
Like, at least with a wrestling.
Worst thing I ever had a referee do was, we hit the finish, and the referee goes 1, 2, and he stops. He goes, "Is this the finish?" I kicked out. I go, "Not anymore, you fucking idiot." Like, well, you're so. I said, "Here's the problem. You thought that this match was about you for some fucking reason." I go, count the pin. Who gives a fuck if it is this the finish? looks pretty fucking stupid now, doesn't it? Why would you like? Oh, I'll never forget that. He literally stopped and just leaned into both of us. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. 3.
He should have at least done like the Nick Patrick like on the way down and just like oh, and then like asked, even though it still like would have killed everything, but at least it was part of the show and like I don't know,
I
at least it would
I
have saved it.
I work with Nick Patrick up in Deep South Wrestling in Georgia, and I always want to ask him like, why did you lay on your side? And like, he always put his hand like under people's shoulders and counted. Like, what are you doing, dude? It's like Aubrey Edwards or whatever.
Uh, the good old days when refs were different. Except I hated Nick Patrick being the referee in Raw 2 because even like in that game the referees were slightly different, and Nick Patrick in that game had the slowest count ever. So like I would never win a match in that game if Nick Patrick was my referee because he'd just be like 1, 2. He has no health bar, man. He shouldn't be getting up. And then by the time, like, 15 seconds later, when he's getting to 3, then the guy kicks out. And I'm like, dude, this is my video game finisher, man. It even says, like, finisher.
Are we sitting bar stools or Roombas? Or are those bowls of rice?
Oh, pizza rolls. Hot tub filled with pizza roll.
Hot dog filled pizza rolls.
Hot tub filled with pizza rolls.
Oh, fuck. I love pizza rolls.
You're only like the third person who's ever like referenced the graphic down there guest wise, and
Yeah,
one of them doesn't count because he already like was in on the gag.
Oh yeah, it looked like the top of a bar stool. I was like, oh, okay, we're both sitting at bar stools talking. I get it. And then I was like, they look like Roombas, like clean, like the vacuums. And then I was like, it looks like a bowl of dog food too.
I don't use the gag as much now that I've switched. Like, here's our history lesson for newer viewers. I back when I was mostly doing like show reviews, occasionally like I would throw out an opinion that I thought was like very neckbeardy, like, oh, I know more than what than the people who are actually doing this when I've never stepped through the ropes except to get a picture with Vader. So like at the end of the day, like I'm just a basement dweller, and I still acknowledge this fact. Ultimately, I'm a basement dweller with a microphone. But like I used to as I would say like, oh, but why should anyone listen to me? Like, I'll tell you why. Like, yes, I may live in my mother's basement, but you know what? I'm raking in enough cash that I got a hot tub filled with pizza rolls, motherfucker. But like now that I'm trying to keep a conversation going, I don't drop the hot tub full of pizza rolls near as often as I used to back in the day. But like, but like it was a gag, and it started as like the guy I had on, like that used to be one of our riff points because he thought it was hilarious me referencing my hot tub filled with pizza rolls. And so like I already had like a t-shirt with me in the hot tub filled with pizza rolls, like, yeah, just relaxing in it. Just a drawing done and get t-shirts of it. So I took like the hot tub from that drawing and like put it so we could both be in our respective hot tubs while he was on the show, and I just kept it ever since because I'm lazy. I'm not gonna lie.
$1 million question: what are you dipping your pizza rolls in?
If they're good, I don't need anything. Like, I'll eat them straight.
What a ballsy man! I like to mix 2/3 ranch dressing with 1/3 hot sauce.
I respect that. I mean, as a Midwesterner, I have to respect the ranch, no matter in what form it takes. But I put
a little tub of ranch in the middle.
There we go. I'm a weird like guy like that. Like, it's like when it comes to like a lot of my side dishes, like my view is if they're any good, I don't need a condiment to go with it. Like that's how I feel about French fries. Like if you see me dip my French fries in anything, it either means that you have a gourmet sauce because I'm eating at some bougie place, or B, it's like a huge steak fry, and I kind of need that dip in just for it to slide down properly because it's thick and dry inside.
I usually don't use condoms, but I've started.
Well, it keeps things safe.
Condiment.
If you're going to Thailand, you might want to start. I don't know.
Yeah, I better bring mustard and mayonnaise with me. It's great because like over in Thailand, like you're in America, you sit down at anywhere to eat, and there's ketchup, mustard, maybe vinegar, and like salt, pepper, and sugar on the side of the table. Over there, it's like fish oil, pepper, fuck, and like 2 other kinds of oils. Like there is no ketchup or mustard or mayonnaise or even in the UK, dude. I
Oh,
had
it's
to
like a lot of vinegar.
I had to hunt to find a bottle of ranch. I went down to the store, like Walmart, basically over there. It's called Morrison's. I went over there and I asked my buddy. I was like, "Do you have any ranch dressing?" And he's like, "What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?" I was like, "Ranch dressing." He goes, "What is it?" I was like, "You dip stuff in it." He said, "We have garlic mayo," and I was like, "Well, that's good too, but like, ranch dressing." And he's like, "What is it?" I was like, it's a salad dressing." He goes, "Is it made at a ranch?" I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So then like I was like, you know what? We're in the we're in the dressing aisle. So there's 2 older women. So I was like, they'll know. "Excuse me, ma'am. Like, you know any ranch dressing in it?" She goes, "What?" I was like, "Ranch dressing." And she's like, "Ranch?" I was like, "Oh my fucking god." "How about you, ma'am? Ranch dressing?" She's like, "Never heard of it." I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me." So finally, like, I ended up finding there's that guy that makes those Newman. Newman makes like the chips
Oh
and
yeah,
the there was a bottle of Andy Newman's ranch dressing there. I was like, I grabbed it. I was like, a holy grail. I was like, yeah. I went and found the old lady. I was like, this. She's like, that's salad dressing. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it didn't taste. It wasn't that good either. It wasn't no Hidden Valley.
you might. Yeah, I guess if nothing else, you might have been like depending on the store over there. I know they have like American sections, which I know mostly are just things loaded with sugar, but occasionally they get nifty stuff in there. At least according to the YouTubers online that we occasionally watch in this household.
Well, like
There's
the
a nice
Fanta,
guy.
like the Fanta over here is illegal over there. Like Fanta over there, they get their artificial coloring and stuff. Like they color their orange drinks with like pumpkin and carrots and stuff. We use
Oh,
red dye 40 and yellow 50.
one of my favorite stupid facts is that according, at least in Ireland, Subway sandwich bread is technically cake over there. Is classified as a cake because there's so much sugar in Subway bread.
Wow. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like uh cookies in England are only chocolate chip cookies. Biscuits, like if you have like a snickerdoodle, that's a biscuit, but a cookie is a chocolate chip cookie. um Scran is like so if we're on our way to the show and we're just gonna pick up like something small to eat, like that's Scran. We're gonna stop at the gas station and get some Scran. Well, stop at the petrol station and get some Scran. Yeah, it's they're the things they say over there are just, I love it. I think it's because when I was a kid, I always grew up and like as a kid, you think like whatever's around me, that's it. Then I started figuring out like there's a whole country. Then I found out there's a whole world and like other countries, other kids in other countries, and I'm like, I want to meet these people that are in all these other countries and shit. So once I got old enough, I just started traveling my ass. I've been to 16 countries and 49 states.
Wow. I will say, like, as a rural, formerly rural American, like the only thing there are two things I enjoy about moving to the city. Eventually, as I got old, moved to the big city. One of them is just like the access to like anything, whether it's entertainment, convenience items, etc. Like you didn't have that, when your town is less than 1,500 people or your entire county is less than like 3,000 people. um and then too, like just like the ethnic centers, like I have a Thai restaurant like 3 blocks away I can walk to, and the food's great.
What?
And like and I travel our metro area like trying pho like anywhere I can, because there's like a handful of pho Vietnamese soup restaurants in the
Oh,
area.
fuck.
And yeah, like it's great. um but like
Yeah,
yeah.
I've only tried the first time I ever tried Thai food was in Thailand, so I'm very
Uh,
happy about it.
I guess that's a high bar. I at least say like at least the restaurant near us is like actually Thai owned. So hopefully the chef or lead cook it.
When you go in there, say "Sawadee krap, sabai mai," and that means "Hi, how are you?"
Woo! I like hopefully I just like I'm hoping it's not like Thai swearing because their mascot is like a 6-year-old child.
No, yeah, that's anytime I got people on my podcast, and then some of my fans from Thailand will they'll get on and start commenting, and I always go through like a little, and of course it's August Artois doing it, so they're like, "Well, what the fuck did I just say?" I'm like, "Oh no, you said hi, how are you?" And then Kun put pasa angry taimai means can you speak English? Um, yeah, I know how to say Radri Sawat Fanwan means good night and sweet dreams. I usually say that to the hookers when they leave. Um, yeah, I only know how to say I don't know how to say any swear words or anything in Thai. It's a very 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 respectful culture, and they're very very nice people that I could never even see myself needing to say.
Oh.
But they know what fuck, like they don't have a word for fuck. So like you'll hear like two of the prostitutes like yelling at each other on the street, and they'll be like, fucking yeah, get her. It's
They're
crazy,
good.
dude. It's like Thailand's like Disney World for adults. Like there's so much fun shit. Like we're going it's like hang gliding, but it's paraglide. You sit in like a little race car thing and you parachute while you're sitting in like this little basket. We're doing that. We're
Oh.
going bungee jumping. We're going go karting. We're renting motorbikes. Uh, we're going zip lining, and we're doing a downhill roller coaster. You've seen the video, like the roller coaster. It's like all gravity related, and you get the little thing in the middle to slow down. Yeah, we're gonna have a fucking blast. I love Asia.
There we go.
Yeah,
I think.
and hold on, and everything's dirt fucking cheap.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can eat like a king for $10 a day. It's crazy, absolutely fucking crazy.
Oh, now we're just gonna have to add that to the bucket list, and I'll have to like stock up on Xanax for the flight because I don't fly well. But
I mean, our flight like from Florida to Seattle, Seattle to Taiwan, Taiwan to Bangkok, it's 23 hours and 22 minutes of flying.
uh,
That's just the time in the airplane. Plus we have layovers and shit like that too. So it's like altogether, I think it's 30 something hours of travel to get to Thailand.
and then you got to throw in like the time change too, because it's like what, like a 14-hour time difference, if I remember
For
correctly.
me, for me it's 12.
12.
Well, the farthest you can really go is 12,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
I think no, Australia might be. I don't know. But when it's 6 a.m. here, it's 6 p.m. there. So like we're getting ready to go out for the night, and people are like, "Good morning," or like we're good morning people, and it's fucking they're just getting off work and stuff, and so that's the only thing that kind of sucks is like when I'm like cutting promos for other companies back home, like I post my promo at 2 p.m. and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and everyone's like, "Why are you posting promos at 2 o'clock in the morning?" But I like to get my shit done because like if I got 5 shows coming up when I get home from Thailand. You bet your ass I'm cutting 5 promos in Thailand for those fucking shows coming up to look like a boss. I might even cut one when I'm in the fucking air or like bungee jumping. I might go twice just so I can cut a promo while I'm bungee jumping.
So there you go. It shows you how successful you are and why you are the draw, and why people are bringing you into their companies.
Yeah, dude.
But
I fucking I got an Insta360 X4 Air, one of those cameras that record everything 360.
oh
So
yeah.
content that I'm going to be getting. I'm the first ever wrestler to cut a fucking promo. I cut a promo last week with the Insta360 GoPro with the camera, and like you shoot everything just holding it, and then when you're done, that's when you edit it, and you can turn the camera any way, zoom in, zoom out. You can make it like you're sitting on a sphere, and the whole world's like you're just on the top of it. So during the promo, I was like, hey, buddy, I just want to tell you this is my world. And I held the camera up and zoomed out, and it was just me on top of the fucking this little planet, and then it zoomed back into me. I was like, this is so. I'm the first. That unique. Be fucking unique if you're cutting promos too. If
Got
you
to
can't
stand
talk,
out.
I can talk.
Yeah. Yeah, got to stand out in one way, shape, or form. But we'll wind it down because I think this is like a perfect way to kind of like end the podcast. We come full circle. Started talking started talking with the international travel, and end the podcast on the international travel.
I do like the other day. I got voted number two best wrestler out of 100 in Florida, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's probably pissed that he's not number one." I was number one the year before, but I was like, "No, I'm pissed that I'm even on the list. Like, I don't wrestle in Florida. I barely ever wrestle in Florida. I'm usually in other countries or different states. Like, take me off this fucking list."
Too good for
But
Florida.
yeah, the year before I was number 3. Last year I was number 1. This year I'm number 2. I'm pretty sure you're just not allowed to win number 1 2 years in a row, so they had to move me back again.
Yeah, you got to make it fair for all the other participants, right? Them's the rules in this day and age.
Fucking nerds.
But we want things down. Thank you for coming on. Give us the last couple of moments to plug your upcoming events or social medias or any other projects you got going on for us, or at least direct us in a direction where we can just sit and stare at your calendar.
Yeah, you fuck. Oh, I don't have a calendar. My calendar's on my phone, and I'm using my phone, so I can't bring it up. But the dates that I do remember. Follow me, Instagram, motherfucking. Just type in August Artois. I'm not giving you guys the fucking handles, lazy bastards. Right there. AUGUSTARTOIS August Artois. Type it in. Guarantee it'll pop up. There's nobody else like me, or sounds like me, or looks like me, or acts like me. A lot try to be, but they can't. You can't copy the original. You can only make counterfeits. Find me in Bangkok. I mean, everybody listening is not going to fucking do it because you losers can't travel like I do. But coming up January 29th, Bangkok, Thailand, El Santos. We'll be going at it. February 1st, Pattaya, Thailand, PSE Entertainment, second anniversary. I'll be going up against Benji for the second FIP World Heavyweight title. February 28th, I think. Yeah, February 28th, I'll be back in Prince Edward Island up in Canada by Nova Scotia, wrestling for IPW Island Pro Wrestling. I don't know who I'm fucking facing yet, but I guarantee they lose. Losers. Then I got some other matches, but if you want to fucking know what they are, follow me, August Artois, on all social media platforms. And you could tune into my podcast every Monday, 7 p.m. live. We go live. So if we fuck up, it's fucking screen recorded and we're getting canceled. Oh, well. Live version, 7 p.m. Eastern time every Monday and Thursday. Monday, Real and Raw with August Artois. Thursday, Ridiculous. That's with a W. W-R Ridiculous. Anything else? You can check out, I'm in a music video with Tommy Vexed, The War You Wanted on YouTube. Check that out. It's got over 2 million views. I also wrestled as the Genie Maker for Moist Wrestling League. Check that out on YouTube. It's got a lot of fucking views. Yeah, stay tuned, stay fucking real, stay fucking raw, get off my balls.
The Confusion Wrestling Podcast is a weekly podcast that is written and performed by Rob Kammer and hosted by Spotify for podcasters. The background music for this section is Ruined by Day, performed by Alan Schroeder. If you enjoyed this podcast and would like to help support, please like, subscribe, and tell your friends, family, and enemies. Leaving a review is helpful as well, because word-of-mouth advertisement is very important for us small podcasts. My social media links can be found in the description, but Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky are at The Nova of Cass. That's TheNovaofCass, and Facebook is MLW Confusion, all one word. If you'd like to support monetarily and help upgrade my equipment, please check out my virtual tip jar at ko-fi.com/Casanova, or if you prefer more bang for your buck, go to patreon.com/Casanova, that's CASSONOVA, where for as little as $2, backers get access to the podcast early and without those pesky ads, plus other exclusive content. So join the crew that is headed up by Keith Wynn, Alan Schroeder, Chris Zach, and Elenia, and check it out. You can also find t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other merch at the Confusion Podcast store on Teespring. Also, be sure to check out the affiliate links in the description below. For business inquiries such as ads, sponsorships, and etc., please email rzkamer, Kamer, at comcast.net. Thank you all for listening.